The app I designed is a program in which a user can search a car dealership's inventory and can quickly access the status of a vehicle. For example, if the vehicle has been sold or if a deposit has been placed on it, and they can find all the information they would need in order to make the highest educated purchase possible. The reason for this is there are far too many times when a car has been sold but does not leave the website right away. The delay in marking vehicles sold is for a few different reasons. Sometimes if a car is sold on the weekend, it may not get deleted until Monday. Other times there are glitches in systems where the administrator has to go in and delete it, and you actually have to click added by accident as opposed to just deleting it. In other situations, which I just ran into today, customers are looking at third-party websites like Auto Trader or Craigslist or Car Gurus, in which case those vehicles do not get deleted right away. I had a customer come in today and they asked for a car that was sold 2 weeks ago, but it was still showing on Auto Trader. The way to figure out how users search for vehicles is most likely by determining the types of vehicles they are searching for and the paths that they take. Do they search for a car by the year, the make, model, price, mileage, SUV, truck, sedan, coupe, van, or a combination of a lot of things? How often does the user use apps for shopping, as far as like Amazon or Walmart or any eBay? Getting the customer through the gauntlet of navigating a car inventory app is a success. Having the customer satisfied that they found the exact answer to their question without asking it is an even bigger success. My app is also capable of making a call to the dealership or emailing the dealership, or even filling out a form which can give the customer kind of the car that they want. It'll tell the dealership the car that they want, and once that vehicle comes in inventory, the user will get a notification. As far as the research on how people search for cars, there really isn't a great amount of research. I can assume the examples that I've used are at the top of the list because every other car website has pretty much the same categories. As far as other research and how people go about it, I mean, if you look at that, it's based on, it's just like everyone else. They Google everything. The methods I used for this usability test were usability lab studies, interviews, and customer feedback. I asked a few people that I work with, as well as some friends, to test my design. So in total there were 8 people. I asked them to start at the home screen and navigate through until they found what I asked them to look for. I would also ask them their feedback on the design and any other areas that could have been more clear or that they might have changed. Some themes that I saw were it was where users got to the end of the task and they were unsure of what to do next, or if there was a next step. This could be due to there not being a button on the final page to tell them what to do. When I first had the app, there was no back button or there was no menu button. If there is no back button or menu button, you would just have to shut down the app, which no one obviously wants to do. Some users also wondered why they couldn't search for a car based on miles. I have since then added that option. My biggest finding in the research was how important it was to have a new beginning at the final step. All of my users had this issue. What I found was when you got to the last screen, there was nothing left to do besides call or email. If you didn't want to do that, you would just have to shut down the app. Again, no one wants to just shut down the app and then start over. There was no starting over. So what I did was I made a menu button for every single slide, including the last slide. So if they had any problems, they could just click on that. some common questions I had was, what if I clicked the wrong button or I just wanted to start a new search? What if I wanted to search for the same type of vehicle but older or newer? In my design, you would have to hit the back button repeatedly. That was in the old design. Now in the new design, it's capable of doing so. My ideal situation would be to add a button that can restart the search, kind of like what UC does when you look up classes online. So I actually made a menu button with the three horizontal lines in the top right corner, which gives the user access to go anywhere at any given time. Okay, so now for how my app works. As you can see, we're in Beck Auto, so I'm going to click Inventory, and then now there's a list of truck, SUV, sedan, coupe, van, mileage, year, price. We can click on truck, and I have listed the trucks available for us at my dealership at the moment. So I'm going to click on the 2007 Toyota Tacoma with 30,000 miles, and it'll take us right there. So it says that it is still available and to call us. So if I go down to call us, I can click on any of these things. I can email, I can call right away. If I want to start my search over, I go up here and I'm right back here. If I want to search by mileage, click mileage, click there. You can go anywhere you want. You can go price, click on price. So I've changed everything around based on the feedback from my users. If I had total control over the app, obviously I would make sure the car is sold immediately, or at least marked sold, and then soon thereafter, a day, it would be removed from the website.